How are you today? And welcome to Landexia. Today is a beautiful day, and it's also a very exciting day for me because I'm gonna try these hard candies. They're from Japan. When I was at the local Asian market a few days ago, I was really excited to see these candies at the Asian market because they look very unique, very beautiful colors, very alluring, and I just had to buy it and check these candies out. I never had these before, so I don't know what to expect. I'm a little bit nervous because they may not taste good, but I must try. It is gonna be a fantastic experience for me today. Let me show you the package. These hard candies from Japan, they look extremely interesting to me. They all have very unique shapes and beautiful, vibrant colors. These candies are called Taiki Miyako hard candy. It doesn't tell you what the flavors are in this package, so I have no idea what I'm eating. I'm a little bit nervous. I hope they're not really strong in flavor, like spiciness. I have no idea. But they look so beautiful. The colors all mixed together. And it does show it is a product of Japan. Let's cut this bag open and take a look at inside of all the beautiful colors. Right out of the bag, I don't smell anything. It doesn't smell like fruit. It doesn't smell like chocolate. Although this one, it looks like it's gonna be chocolate flavor, but I don't know. But there's no smell. But all the colors, it looks very attractive. And definitely looking very tasty too. Let's put this in a glass bowl to show you. Wow, just look at all. No smell, but look at all these beautiful colors. Look at that. These candies, they're definitely hard. And it's strange that I don't smell. There's no smell to it. I don't know. It's very interesting so far. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna expect when I eat one of these in my mouth. is really cool about hard candy is that it makes all kinds of very unique sounds. The next thing I want to do, I want to separate all the different shapes and colors to show you. I'm using a bigger plate this time because there's a lot of different colors and shapes that I want to kind of spread out on the plate. Okay. Since the package, it doesn't have any colors to go by, I'm just gonna go ahead and start picking all these different shapes and colors and just put them on the plate for you. Okay, so this is the first candy. Look at that. Isn't that something that is very unique? Again, absolutely no smell at all. I'm wondering that the outside is some sort of a flavor and the inside is also a flavor as well. And there's a Japanese character, a Japanese letter right there. I'm not quite sure if that's also another flavor. So 3 flavors in one candy. I don't know. We'll find out later. Take a look at this one. Wow, look at that. Isn't that something? It's very, very interesting and unique. Again, all these colors, do they have different flavors? I don't know. Here's another color, look at that. Wow, look at that. I believe that's supposed to be a Japanese character. And in the back as well. Wow, look at this one. That's very interesting. It looks like it's some sort of a flower. I don't know. But to me, it looks like a flower. I love all the colors. It's quite beautiful. And it's very vibrant. Okay, here's another one. That's got the flower, a picture of a flower on the inside. See that? In the center of this candy. In the back as well. Look at this one. That's a pretty nice looking color, blue. It's almost like the ocean, like the beautiful ocean color. Look at that. Here's one that I looked at in the beginning of this video. That to me it looks like it's going to be chocolate flavored, but I don't know. But take a look at the center of the candy. Look at that, and in the back. Okay, what else do we have here? one looks very interesting. Look at that. Whoa. Some of these candies, the shapes, they look very organic and quite beautiful to look at. I believe. Oh, wait, one more. Okay, I have another one. Look at this one. It's almost like a yellow lime color. I don't know. That looks to be the same to me. It looks like the same, so I'm not gonna put this on the plate. It looks the same. Yeah, same thing was on this one. Okay, here's another one. Wow, look at this one. This one. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think it matches on the plate. Okay. So here's another new piece of candy with different colors. Look at that. Absolutely no smell at all. Maybe the smell will come out when I start putting this candy in my mouth. Maybe it's gonna be like a surprise when you put this candy in your mouth and the smell start coming out. Maybe they have some sort of a coating to put an outside shell or a coating to protect the smell. So it's gonna surprise you. I don't know. Let's find out a little bit. That's the same one as that one. Okay, same one. It's the same one as this one. Okay, same one. This one. Okay, that's this one. Okay. I believe I've separated all the beautiful shapes and all the beautiful colors on this plate for you. Take a look. When you put all these different beautiful colors and shapes on the plate, it looks very, very attractive and very enticing. Look at that. Wow. Now is the moment I've been waiting for. The excitement is here. I'm gonna start tasting each one of these. So here we go. We're gonna start out with this one, and I'm gonna go right in order like this. Okay, so we're gonna go first row, second row, and third row. Here we go. from Japan. They are extremely, extremely unique from other candies I've had in the past. The flavor is very, I don't know what to call it. It's almost like, it's very mild. It's not very strong in flavor. I cannot tell what the flavor really is. I do taste the sweetness, but the sweetness level is on the lower side of regular candy, which is probably in the medium and too extreme. But the flavor from this one, oh, look at that. It looks like the outer shell color started disappearing. I can't tell what the flavor really is. It has a nice sweetness. I can't really make out if the flavor is fruit or some sort of a man-made flavors. I don't know. As far as the texture of the candy, after you suck it for a while, now in my mouth, it started falling apart into little chunks. But the little chunks, it's not creamy. It's just hard little chunks falling apart. Wow, that's very unique. And now it becomes a little bit softer. I can actually chew a little bit. Wow. That was very unique and very almost strange like candy. I couldn't really tell what the flavor was. It does have a unique flavor. I just can't figure out what the flavor is. And it's not, I don't think it's fruit, any fruit that I've had before in my lifetime. So I can't figure it out, but there's a sweetness and there's a touch, a very slight touch of creaminess flavor and sugar. But the candy is very, like I said, very mild. It's not very strong. It's very subdued. And when the chunks start falling apart in your mouth, it becomes a little bit softer. And then when you chew it, it doesn't have a strong crunch. Like from the beginning of the candy, it's really hard that you can hear a lot of really nice crunches, but it falls apart and becomes a little bit softer. Let's go ahead and try the next flavor or the next candy. I just put in my mouth. There's a very unique flavor start coming out. I'm gonna try to figure out what the flavor is, but it's got the same the same sugar level, which is in the low side. It's not very sweet candy. Taiki Miyako. These candies are very really sweet. It's very low. I'm trying to figure out what that unique flavor is in my mouth. I can get it. I almost want to say that this flavor in my mouth, it almost tastes like some sort of like a vegetable, like an Asian vegetable. Not really fruit. It's not a fruit flavor that I've ever had before, but it's almost some sort of it's almost like a plant, some sort of a plant-based flavor. It's almost got a little hint of spiciness, like some sort of a spice. It's so strange, but very interesting. But it does taste quite good though. That is very unique candy. Wow. Yeah, it's got that very strange and mysterious flavor that tastes almost like some sort of a plant, like an Asian plant that you eat. And it's got that little kick of a very slight hint of spiciness too. This candy right here, the flavor itself, it is just very complex. It's like everything is just it's very interesting. Wow. After sucking it for a few minutes, the flavor, that very interesting flavor in my mouth, the plant-based, I'm gonna call it plant flavor for now. It's still there, it's not going away, so it looked like it's gonna go through all the way. And it's, again, I'm trying to think in my mind, what kind of fruit flavor is that? But it's not really fruit. I don't know what. Or it could be, if it's not a plant-based flavor, some sort of an Asian plant. In Japan, it could be some sort of a very unique oil or something that it tastes almost like, it could be like some sort of a very unique oil in Japan, the flavor. Now it's starting to fall apart, just like the first candy. So the very mysterious, the very complex flavor with this candy in my mouth, it stays with you all the way to the end until you start eating it at the end. Then it still stays strong towards all the way to the end of the candy. The flavor again is very interesting. Like I said, to me, in my mind, it just seems it's very complex. I actually enjoy it. It wasn't nasty that I had to spit it out. It was just very unique. It's almost like it's some sort of a natural ingredient, like plant or oil or something. I don't know. But it's very, very interesting. Let's try the next flavor. So far, what I've noticed is that through all the colors that you see, all the beautiful colors you see on each candy, it doesn't represent different fruit flavors like I thought. Like for example, I thought the orange would be orange flavor, the white right here would be cream, and the yellow would be lemon, and then the green here would be apple. It's not like that. That's what I thought first in my mind. I'm going, wow, there's going to be a lot of fruit flavors in here. So I was excited. But the colors, it's just to make it look pretty. It's just to make it look attractive. But it doesn't serve a purpose. It doesn't serve different, unique, individual flavor. Let's try this one. Wow. This one is a little bit bigger than the first two. This candy in my mouth, the flavor of this one is also very distinctive and also complex again. I can't figure out what the flavor is, but it is quite good. I like it. Like I said, these candies from Japan, they're very unique. It is definitely not your ordinary candies here in the USA. But when I was at Asian market, I saw a lot of these candies laying around at the store. So I assume that make sure I pronounce it right. These Taiki Miyako hard candies are very popular in Japan, I believe, because there were quite a few laying around all over the store. So that's why I wanted to try it. I'm thinking they must be really good because they have a lot of them. in here. It's not as aggressive as this one I tried. I believe this is the one I just tried. Yeah, this one. The complex flavor is a lot stronger than this one. Once again, the sugar level from this candy is the same level as the other two I tried. It's very low in sugar, and it's not very heavily unsweet, which is good. If you don't like sweet sugary candies out there, you might like these. And so far, I don't taste any sourness. So there's no sourness so far. Yeah, this one kind of tastes kind of similar to something like a plant-based substance in flavor. It's definitely not fruit. And all those beautiful colors, all the beautiful colors surrounding this candy, they're not individual flavors, and definitely not fruit flavors around the candy. That would have been really exciting to try a candy like this that's got a whole bunch of fruit flavors surrounding it. I would have liked that, but this is still good though. It's very, very interesting candy for sure. Okay, now it's breaking apart now. So far, the experience of eating Japanese hard candy is pretty amazing. It's very, very interesting, and the flavor is very complex and mysterious. Let's try the next candy here. See, to me, when I look at this one, I'm gonna think, okay, so the outside is gonna taste like orange flavor fruit. But I don't think so. Let's see what happened here. Yeah. It's nowhere near orange fruit flavor. But so far, the first row of candies, they all have a very slight creaminess to them. Creamy flavor. Wow. This one, the one in my mouth right now, this one, it doesn't have very strong flavor of anything. It's very, very extremely mild flavor with the sweetness of sugar, a little bit of creamy flavor, but that's all that I'm getting. So the coating on each candy is basically just for the looks of it. Aesthetic is mainly aesthetic. Doesn't taste orange at all. Japanese candy is very, very interesting. This one is starting to fall apart a little bit. Tiny little particles start coming off the candy. Now it's breaking apart. I hear that in Japan, when you eat these Taiki Miyako candies, they usually eat this candy with their favorite flavor of tea. So they drink tea, a hot cup of tea with this candy. That's supposed to be pretty popular in Japan. Let's go ahead and try the next candy. Let's try this beautiful flower. Look at that. Let's try this one. So far, I have not pinpoint the exact flavor of a candy from this group, this batch. They all have very unique flavors that I've never had before. So this is kind of a fantastic and unexpected experiment for me. This one in my mouth, it tastes almost very similar to vanilla. It tastes very, very close to vanilla flavor with a slight touch of creaminess and a slight touch of sugar. Wow, this one is quite good. really, the texture is very interesting because in the beginning, the candy is really hard. It's really hard, but after you suck it, put it in your mouth for a while, at the end, it breaks apart and becomes a little bit softer. And you can start chewing on it. It's quite delicious, but it's not so hard like it is from the beginning. So I'm guessing that the temperature in your mouth kind of melts it down a little bit. So the flavor of this Taiki Miyako candy is very complex, and the texture of the candy itself is also complex as well. Very interesting. Here's another beautiful flower. Let's try the next flavor. So the one I just had, it tastes, my closest guess to that flavor is vanilla. Okay, let's try this next beautiful flower looking candy. Look at that. Oh wow. Another very mysterious flavor. I can't figure out what the flavor is, but it's very distinctive from the other flavors I've had. Wow. So far, each candy, they have their very unique and fascinating flavor for each candy. Then I thought they're all gonna taste the same because the first two was very similar, but they do have a separation on each candy, the flavor. I can't figure out what this flavor is either. So far, I can only identify one flavor, and that was vanilla. I don't know what it is. And so far, all the candies I've had, they all taste good though. They're very unique and very complex in flavors and in the texture of the candy. But they do taste good. I have not spit out one candy yet because the flavor was too strong or nasty. I do like these. start falling apart, just like the other ones. When you start chewing on this candy, it becomes like almost grainy, like very grainy, almost sand-like. But of course, not as hard as sand, but it gets very powdery in sand form. Try the next one. Look at that. It's a beautiful blue color. Once again, the flavor is very distinctive from the other ones. Wow, this one is good too. I can't make out what the flavor is. I almost want to say that this flavor right here, it tastes kind of similar to some sort of an Asian dessert. Not fruit dessert, not fruit flavored dessert, but some sort of a dessert that I might have had a long time ago. I'm wondering of all the flavors in this package, they all have the flavor of certain dessert in Japan. Not fruit flavors, but like unique dessert they make in Japan that they come out in a candy form. I don't know. This is what it looks like so far. It's kind of like you're eating a candy that tastes like coffee. Like if you ever had hard candy coffee flavor, well, the candy has a flavor of coffee. So I'm guessing that these hard candies from Japan, they have the flavor of special or famous dessert in Japan and then put it into a candy form. That's what I'm guessing. This one tastes really good. It's starting to fall apart. This one just tastes so familiar to me. I don't know what it is. One I just had that was quite extraordinary. It was very delightful flavor. It was a very aggressive flavor, or very strong. It's almost mesmerizing just to have the flavor in your mouth. It was just so good. Okay, let's try the next one. Now this one, to me, I'm guessing gonna taste like chocolate. I don't think it's gonna be chocolate. The colors, the color of each candy, they kind of fool you a little bit. They kind of trick you into thinking, oh, this one is gonna be chocolate. It's gonna taste just like chocolate. I don't think it's gonna taste like chocolate, but here we go. It's not chocolate. Okay. I think I know this one. Wait a minute. This one, it is a flavor of coffee. It tastes like coffee. I can taste a little bit of the creaminess, what you add to the coffee. Wow, it was really good. Yeah. It's just delicious. I think these candies from Japan, they're quite brilliant. They give you these very complex flavors that you have to guess. You have to guess what they are. It's kind of fun. When I eat these candies from Japan, Taiki Miyako, it's almost kind of like a guessing game. You pick out the flavor and you put it in your mouth and you have to guess what the flavor is. Where candies I've known to eat, I know exactly what the flavor is. It's either apple, strawberry, raspberry, blue raspberry, cherry. It's very simple. The flavors I've had before, all the candies I've had, it's not hard. It's not hard to guess. You know exactly what you're eating. Watermelon. So, but these hard candies, you gotta guess what they are. And that's the fun part of eating these hard candies from Japan. So if you come into it, if you come into this candy, and not knowing anything about them, that's gonna be even more fun for you, because it's just a total new world. And you put one in your mouth, you're like, wow, what is this? I don't know. I think I've had it before, but I'm not quite sure. So it makes you figure out what the flavor is. candy right here that I have in my mouth. You start tasting that very nice, delicious coffee flavor with cream. But now I'm like towards the end of the candy. Now I'm just kind of tasting the flavor of just cream. So the coffee flavor kind of disappear now. A very slight flavor of coffee, but not as strong as it was in the beginning. It is quite lovely. I still don't smell very much the fragrance of the candy. The smell is not that strong. It's a very small, a tiny bit of fragrance in each candy, but not strong. Like when I eat a candy, a fruit candy, you can smell the fruit very strong. But these candies, not much of a smell, even after you eat it. And there is no coating on the outside to protect the smell, to surprise you. That's what I thought, but no. It's just the smell stays, the smell of these candies from Japan. They're very subdued. Let's try the next one. Wash away the last flavor so I can taste this flavor better. Oh, all right. I think I might know this flavor. It is definitely a fruit flavor. Finally, I'm tasting a fruit flavor in my mouth. But what that fruit flavor is, just hold on. I almost want to say the flavor in my mouth is almost like raspberry, kind of raspberry fruit. But there's no sourness. It just got that raspberry flavor. Again, the flavor in these candies are not very strong. They're very mild and very subdued. So it's not gonna like burst in your mouth and go, oh wow, it tastes so good. I love the raspberry. It's very low key. Wow, this one's good. It's almost like the flavor is mixed between a raspberry or strawberry, one of those. But it's definitely a fruit flavor. to disappear. And I'm just gonna taste it. I'm tasting just the sugariness, and the cream flavor of the candy. Just a very slight hint of that the blueberry or the strawberry flavor fruit. I mean the raspberry or the strawberry, one of those two. That's what it tastes like, not blueberry. It doesn't taste like blueberry. Start falling apart. Wow. That was pretty good. We have 2 more flavors to go. 2 more candies to go. Here you go. Let's try this one. See, to me, this one's gonna taste more like something sour or like a lemon flavor. But I don't think so. Let's try. I want to wash out my flavor from the last candy first. Here we go. Oh wow. Another very complex flavor from this company. Taiki Miyako. Wow, this one is good too. Again, this tastes like some sort of a dessert in Japan. Wow, it's really good. It's definitely not another fruit flavor for sure. It's something totally different. That's what I like about these hard candies from Japan. Each candy is very, very unique and distinctive from one flavor to another. It's not all the same. And I don't think they're all either in a group of fruit or in a group of some sort of a drink, a coffee, or thing like that. They're just all very unique and different. So now that I've tasted a lot of it, my guess is that again these flavors from this Japanese candy is either made out of dessert flavors in Japan or some very special sort of maybe drinks, maybe some very popular drinks in Japan. I don't know. It's somewhere around there, I'm guessing. just a fascinating experience. Eating these Japanese candies, wow. I put these candies back on the plate because these are the flavors that I like the best so far. We have one more to go. Here we go. Wow. Another totally different flavor. I'm really loving these candies. Trying out all the flavors in this bag. Taiki Miyako. It's just very captivating. Trying these candies is just wow. It's very distinctive from other candies I've had in my lifetime. I can't figure out what this flavor is either. It tastes almost some sour. I can almost guess, if anything, it's some sort of an Asian fruit. But I don't know which fruit that is. Wow, this one is really good too. It breaks apart. It is just so amazing to experience. Wow. At the end, it kind of breaks apart, and it becomes chewy, but not real chewy. Just it's like it comes apart in chunks. But it's not really hard chunks like from the beginning. You have to be patient and wait until it dissolves a little bit towards the end, and then it falls apart. It kind of sprinkle in your mouth, and you can start chewing it. And it's almost like tasting you're chewing something a little bit softer. The texture is just very, very unique, mesmerizing. I would put that one in here, but I don't see it. I don't see it here. There was only one, the flavor of the one I just had. But these are the flavors that I really enjoy from this package. So if you ever buy these from an Asian market, or if you ever have the time to visit Japan, pick one of these Taiki Miyako hard candy out and try it yourself. It's a lot of fun. Before I let you go, I want to talk about the different levels in sugar, sourness, and fun level. The sugar level from these Japanese hard candies is quite low. Like each candy, the sugar level between low, medium, and extreme sugar is going to be towards the lower, a little bit lower, towards the lower end of the sugar level. It then tastes extremely sweet. So if you don't like sweet sugar candies, you might like these. As far as the sour level from low, medium to extreme, I would say that the sour level from these candies almost non-existent. There's no sourness in these candies at all. So you don't have to worry about the sourness if you don't like sour. As far as the fun level, from low, medium to extreme, I thought these candies were really quite fun. Each flavor provide very distinctive and unique flavors out there that I've never had before, except for maybe the coffee. This one is kind of like almost like a raspberry flavor, and this one is kind of like vanilla. But I'm not quite sure if these two I got it correct or not, but it's very close to that. But the fun level, I'm gonna rate it between low, medium, and extreme. I'm gonna say probably in the medium. Maybe a little bit higher. Why? Because they're not only look so beautiful to look at the colors and the shapes. I may take a look at these shapes that it comes in. Look at that. It's very interesting. It's like, wow. I love the shapes and the different colors, and also trying each candy that comes out totally different flavor from each one. So that was a lot of fun. One thing I'm not gonna do because it's gonna be a very long video, but I wouldn't mind trying like different combos, like try these two together or these two together, and take a look at all the one that's left and kind of mix it up. Mix all the flavors together, you know. Like here's another one. Here's another one. I mean, just what I have on a plate. You can try mix around with different flavors. But the thing is, these flavors are not very pronounced, not very strong, so you probably won't get a lot of flavors, strong flavors in your mouth with these Japanese candies because they're not very strong. So if you were to take this one and this one, you might get a little bit of a unique mixture of the combination of these two candies, but not much. So I'm not quite sure if it's really worth it to play around with all the flavors. And again, it's gonna be a long video. But I definitely enjoy eating these hard candies from Japan. Taiki Miyako. Wow. If I ever see more hard candies from Japan, and hopefully it'd be different flavors, I'd definitely like to try it again. It was very fun. Hey, listen. I just want to say thank you for stopping by, watching my fun and delicious video today. And I want to say thank you to all of you out there who continue to support my new channel. And I'm hoping to continue to make more delicious candies videos in the upcoming days. But for now, I'll see you next time.